Chrissie Swan Show.
Well, we first fell in love with him on MasterChef, but now he seems to be everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for Karnong.
Oh my God, I felt like I had to stand up just then. Thank you so much for having me.
You need to be upstanding for yourself.
I was like, do I stand up now?
Now, I know that I generally don't do like people spruiking stuff.
Yes.
But I am obsessed with stocks.
Right.
Like powders and the pouring ones and all of that. And I've never really found one that I love.
Okay.
These look good.
Okay, so what I've got is the Continental Stock Pot. So I'm their ambassador, the Australian ambassador.
Yes.
I fell in love with this product because we use something very similar in our restaurants. So a lot of restaurants have something called a demi-glaze, which is a stock that is reduced down until there's a lot of gelatin left and then it solidifies. And that way we can keep it for longer.
These are quite solid.
Yes.
So it's like an industry secret.
Well, it is. So it's like the first time that I used it, I was like, what is this? Like, what does this do? And then I read it and then I used it. And I was like, oh, this is just a demi-glaze. Like, this is the best. It's
I've just smelt it. It smells amazing. It smells real.
It's really, really condensed. If you look at the ingredients, it's basically a stock that's been cooked all the way down until it's solidified.
And then you just put hot water in it and bang.
Yeah, or you just pop it into your dish. So if there's a dish that you need to cook, the liquid out of, you don't have to because you just add less liquid.
I love it. I love it. Continental Stock Pot Sensations. I generally do not give plugs like this obvious, but these are good and I love you. Now, you've made on your TikTok or Instagram, I mean, you're just so prolific and fun to watch.
Thank you.
You could go down a whole Karnong rabbit hole for days and it just rolls in. More fun, more cooking.
That's quite the compliment. I really like that. Thank you.
I want to talk to you about cheeseburger pasta.
Oh my gosh. I feel quite guilty about this just because I don't think it should exist, but now it does.
Yes.
Because of you.
Well, actually, a lot of Americans who watch my channel were like, this is Hamburger Helper. I'm like, I don't know what that is.
No, I don't know what that is.
Well, basically, it's a cheeseburger in pasta form. And my best friend wanted a pasta, but I've been working with Continental and I've been making so many bologneses and things. I'm like, I'm a little bit pastaed out.
Yes.
So I wanted a burger and she's like, I really want pasta. So I just went, well, maybe I can make this burger into a pasta. And I posted it yesterday and it's gone viral.
Oh my God.
Which I knew it would because it is such a ridiculous thing to do. But it was so yummy.
But burgers have pickles and tomato sauce and mustard.
Yeah.
Is that all in the pasta?
It's all in the pasta. And the best thing is it's one pot. You don't even have to cook the pasta before and put it in. I put everything into the pot. If you follow my measurement, you'll get it done.
You are amazing. Now, we were at an event recently and we talked about nothing but food and appliances. I just want to know, if you had a choice between, and if you've only got one socket in your kitchen, do you put an air fryer in it or a slow cooker?
Oh, wow. Actually, an air fryer.
An air fryer, yes.
Correct answer.
I am against slow cookers. I just am. And I know that that's a very unpopular opinion.
Okay, I agree. A lot of people ask me about, like, can this recipe go in a slow cooker? I'm like, why? It's going into the oven for 5 hours. Yeah. How much slower do you want this to be?
I agree. I am the same. And it tastes so much better in the oven.
Yes. I think the...
How much slower do you want this to be?
Well, I think it's actually for people who do work 9 to 5. So they can pop it on in the morning, come back to it and it'll be done. But that's not me.
No, and also I am never at home, but I just risk the house burning down and I leave the oven on. I just do.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
I want to introduce you to someone. His name is Tuna Tyler. I'll give that much away. And I find that tuna is a most controversial product. I love it. I love it. One of my kids loves it. One of my kids has to leave the room if I open a can.
Really?
Yeah. I always feel guilty in the kitchen here at Nova because I love a tuna salad and I eat that the most if I come from home with it. I always feel very guilty and I clean up after myself.
They are great tuna salads, but last night, it's so funny you bring this up. I walked into my apartment and my housemate Contos was there and I went, oh, what is this smell?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, sorry, I had tuna for lunch. And
yes.
I'm like, wow, it really does stink out of place.
Well, because it smells exactly like cat food. And once you get that in your mind, it's very difficult. Even my son that loves tuna, and we have a little challenge to see if we can make the best tuna melt ever. I did say to him, do you want me to make you a tuna sandwich for school? He's like, I would be kicked out. Like, there is no way I'm taking a tuna sandwich to school. Absolutely not. It's a very controversial thing. And mainly it's about the smell. But Tuna Tony.
Tyler. Please, put some respect on his name.
God, why am I calling him Tony? He likes it. I introduce you to Tuna Tyler.
They call me Tuna Tyler, and I'm addicted to smelling tuna. When people see me smelling tuna out in public, they might think it's a little bit different for sure. I love smelling tuna every day, all the time, all day, all night, any day, every day.
It's so weird and creepy. And to watch it, he's like, he goes to another place when he smells that tuna fresh from the can.
Who can speak so passionately about like such a everyday product? It's weird.
And it's on the nose. I mean, I love tuna and it smells. I know that it smells. It's like a boiled egg. I love boiled eggs, but they smell like I've dropped my guts. That's the fact.
The truth.
That's the fact. Let's learn a little bit more about Tuna Tyler.
Not only do I like smelling tuna, but I also definitely like to drink a little bit of the juice right out of the can. What I love about tuna's smell is definitely the fish light aroma with a little bit of sweetness. But what I love about the taste is the texture of it. I like it not too wet, but not too dry.
I mean, don't we all?
Still talking about
So
tuna,
here's
Tyler?
the thing. I'll give you a visual that goes with that audio. He has opened a ring pull can of tuna and he is sipping the liquid around the tuna fish straight into his mouth.
It's most bizarre and also makes me nervous because I'm like, Tyler, you're going to slice your lip open.
Oh, no, there's can openers that leave it all very clean.
No, still
Clean
though.
as a whistle.
No.
The whole thing is yuck.
It's ick.
And when I see things like that, I think, I first of all think, now this can't be real. There can be no... Tuna Tyler is made up and he's just gone, I reckon if I slurp this from the tin, I'm going to be a YouTube sensation. And then I think I've got access to an entire nation of human beings here on the Chrissie Swan Show.
You do.
And so I ask you, without fear or favour, this is a no judgment zone. I mean, I've just admitted to, digging around in my own bum for a hemorrhoid.
We're done with the hemorrhoid chat.
13 24 10. Is there a Tuna Tyler listening to this program right now or somebody that knows one? I'll take that. I feel like we are not going to find this person, but I would be delighted if we did.
I would too, because there are just so many questions.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Tuna Tyler, let me reintroduce him to you.
Not only do I like smelling tuna, but I also definitely like to drink a little bit of the juice right out of the can.
Sure.
What I love about tuna's smell is definitely the fish light aroma with a little bit of sweetness.
Okay.
But what I love about the taste is the texture of it.
Yeah.
I like it not too wet, but not too dry.
You and me both. So here's the thing. I really think that Tuna Tyler is the only person in the known universe that cracks open a can of tuna and drinks it like juice, whether it's in spring water, whether it's in olive oil, whether it's in brine. He's the only person in the world that would do that.
I wish you were right.
Turns out I don't think I am. Aberul, have I pronounced that correctly?
Yeah, you've got me, yep.
I mean, talk to us about your obsession with tuna. I'm mad about it.
I mean, I ain't no Tyler, but I definitely drink all the juice first. Otherwise, I'm just going to put it down the drain and waste it.
Is it a waste, though?
It's a delicious flavour. It's where all the flavour is of the tuna can.
So do you open the can at home or at work and drink it straight away fresh out of the can?
Yeah, I'll do it anywhere. If I have it, I just have a spoon with me and just I push down on the tuna to get the juice out.
Has anyone seen you do this, or are you a secret tuna juice drinker?
No, my whole family does it too. We all do it. my girlfriend's seen me. Yeah, I'm not ashamed of it.
So the can doesn't even need to be empty. Like you're pushing down on the actual tuna product first to get the juice into your spoon.
Yeah, that way.
Wow.
I like to make sandwiches with it. That way the bread doesn't get too soggy.
And do you like tuna in oil or brine or spring water, Aberrul? What's your favourite?
Yeah, I normally go the oil with the chili.
Yes.
Wow.
Serena, yeah? Serena, you're a Serena man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aberrul, we're going to send you an Amazon Echo Dot with Alexa. Let's go to Bronwyn.
This is fantastic. Bronwyn, what is your confession here vis-a-vis tuna?
Maybe is it Boon One, Annie, or is it? Oh, it's Boon One. Boon One. Sorry,
Boon One. Gone.
Sick chat.
Disappeared.
Carol.
Hi, how are you?
What can you tell us about tuna juice?
Tuna in brine. It's beautiful.
Do you drink the juice, Carol?
Yes. And I have a lovely dip if you want the recipe for a dip, a tuna dip.
I want this recipe for tuna dip from you, Carol.
A block of cream cheese.
I'm getting it
tuna.
now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Tuna. You've got to have the tuna in brine, and you need a little bit of the brine to put in the dip.
And then you just chug the rest of it, don't you, Carol?
Mess it around and chop up shallots and red capsicum.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
And Carol, when you're drinking the tuna oil, do you drink it straight from the can or do you pour it into another vessel?
I just drink it straight from the can.
Oh, can I suggest just a little bit of ice and an umbrella, Carol? Really make it.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
We are about to experience a momentous occasion. Last week, I saw a headline and it got me. It said McDonald's to discontinue the production of 2 favourite menu items. And I nearly lost my mind because I have 2 very clear menu items. And I don't want to go on living if they're not available anymore. They are, of course, the Big Mac and the Quarter Pounder. Luckily, 2 muffins or whatever are going. Nobody cares, McDonald's community service announcement. But do not touch those burgers.
And mine were the Big Mac or nuggets. If either of those 2 items left the building, I would have to leave Earth.
Absolutely. Start writing my eulogy.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So then I said Big Mac and Quarter Pounder, clearly the kings of the menu, and you said this.
Do you know I've never had a Quarter Pounder?
What?
Never. I've never tried it. Don't pass out on me.
What is this feeling? I've never... Oh, my God, it's jealousy. I would give anything to have...
Your first Quarter Pounder.
I'm so jealous. Don't have one until I'm there. And that brings us to today. I have been to the drive-thru on the way.
I can smell the Maccas already.
Oh my God, Jack, I'm so excited. It's like I'm going to live vicariously through you because, you know, like a lot of important moments in your life, you can't really remember where you were when you fell in love.
Yeah.
And I don't remember where I was or what the circumstances around my first Quarter Pounder was. But I'm hoping... I can't believe that you're about to have a Quarter Pounder.
I'm nervous because I really am loyal to the Big Mac and I do love the Big Mac.
And I know that. And I respect that wholeheartedly. That's why I've bought you a Quarter Pounder, but I've also got you your first true love, your Big Mac, which is also ready to go. It's a chaser, if you will.
You're a good bitch.
So if it turns out that you don't love the Quarter Pounder, which is highly unlikely, you can have your Big Mac.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Can you reach it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm handing it. All right. If you are a Quarter Pounder lover.
I'm really nervous.
I know. I understand it. You just get to know it.
I meant to tell you I don't have pickles.
No, you must have. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll have those though.
Okay. I'll leave them to the side.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, it does smell elite.
Okay. Is it? It's still warm.
The bun's
my God.
all like warm and steamy.
How great is it? You can drive and eat a Quarter Pounder,
Yeah.
no problem. It's not
easier-
as big and it's not as big as you'd think.
It's not. All right.
Oh my God. Just take your time.
Okay.
Take your time. Like, you know, imagine that you're Jocks on Philo on MasterChef. Really let the flavours.
What's the sauce?
It's called ketchup.
Oh, is there not a special sauce? It's really,
No.
it's nice.
There's no special sauce. It is the most honest, simple burger. And isn't it so wonderful?
It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yes!
It's elite. It is
Yes!
elite.
Could it knock out, I mean, Big Mac, untouchable for you. Could it knock out the nuggets as your second favourite item? Or is it too early to tell? You don't know what your relationship is
Too early to tell.
yet.
I actually think I can say, though, it knocks out the cheeseburger for me, and I do love a cheesy.
Yes, but that is better than a cheesy, I reckon. It is better.
Actually, it does knock out the nuggets.
Wow! Oh my God, I'm so happy. And now I know where you were at least when you fell in love with the quarter pounder.
All right, now give me the Big Mac.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
I had the sandwich of my dreams recently in Sydney. I went to visit my friend Erin, and she lives in a suburb called Carlton. Can you see that I'm salivating?
Yeah, already.
So we went for a walk, which is, what I do. It's tedious as it sounds to probably most people.
But walking to food, I'm here for.
Absolutely. And did we ever? There was a new bakery that opened around the corner from her called Self-Raised. And we got a coffee, and then I wasn't even really that hungry, but I saw a sandwich and I had to eat it. Sesame roll.
Yeah.
And I was so eager to get home to tell Leo, my 14-year-old, about it, that it was the world's most perfect sandwich. Sesame roll, ham, good cheese, real butter, and pickles. That's it.
Simple.
So, of course, the first thing I did when I came home was tell Leo about this amazing sandwich, show him a photo. Of course, I did a full photo shoot as if the sandwich was a supermodel. And he was like, that sounds really good. So then I was on the hunt for a very sesame-rich bread. That was key. And you can't get a whole lot of sesame seeds.
Is something like that, like a sesame roll or bread, is that hard to find in just like a supermarket?
It is.
Okay.
It is, because it was a real feature of this bread. Dense sesame seeds on the top. And I think it might be a Greek thing.
Right.
Or something like that. Anyway, I found these bread rolls and I brought them home and I said to Leo, there you go. That's the missing link.
Yep.
You can do it. Anyway, then I came to work and I'd forgotten all about it. And I get a text message from Leo, very important.
I remember this.
Mum, what was that sandwich that you were talking about? I can't remember what to put. And I thought, I could text him because I'm at work. I'll call him. Little did I know that the mics record everything.
I was rolling. This is what it sounded like.
Hi, cutie. I wanted to call you instead of text about this sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the sesame rolls there.
Yeah, I've got that.
Okay, I would heat it a little bit in the air fryer just to freshen them up again.
Okay.
Okay, then cut it down the middle before or after you heat it.
Yep.
Then real butter.
Okay.
Key.
Lots of ham from Nick and Sue's.
Yep, I've got that.
Mersey Valley.
Yep.
And I've bought special long sandwich pickles.
Yeah, okay.
And I think they're in the top near your smoked salmon, in the top shelf.
Fancy.
And then just 2 of them or however many you want. Then butter on the other side of the bread, and then that's it.
Yeah, okay.
It's perfect. You will love it.
You're right.
Take a photo of it when you've done it, because I want to send it to Erin.
Yeah, okay.
All right. I love you.
Well, tomorrow.
See you tonight. Bye. It's very important to get a photo to send to Erin, who was there when we first experienced it.
Of course.
Right, so he did make the sandwich and he sent me a photograph, and I look at it for joy, instant happiness.
Side note, I love his response to everything is, you're right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, right.
You're right.
Yep. He's organising it in his brain. Okay, and then I sent him a text message going, and question mark, because I want to know if it was the
We
best
need a
sandwich
reveal.
ever. Yeah. Okay, here, I'm going to hit the message.
Mum, it's really, really good. No, fair enough. It's really nice.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. That's as good as
That's
it gets
the
with
best.
the teenage boy.
Now check this out.
The Chrissie Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.